here at the Cone Racing League channel for the finale of the Cone Cup this year. Please welcome with me Mr. Strauss on my side today. How are you doing?
Good evening, thank you. Yeah, I'm fine, thank you. Looking forward to this final.
Look forward to it as I do. How do you feel about the track, about Bahrain? What's your feeling about it? Do you think we have a nice race tonight?
Well, yeah, it should be with DRS trains on the long straight you have on this track. So I think you should have a good race.
We should have a good race. And the teams tonight, we should say them to you guys as well. Wait a second for me to get them sorted. So we have tonight in the finale, we have the number 2 drivers including AOR Indian Jesus, Origin Gamma, Cold Paradox, Lanky Gaming. At Spinny Mac Spinface, the second team of the finale, we have Harvey Lees, Big Balls Belts, Mr. Jar Williams and Captain Nick. In the third team of the night, we have Come On My Haas with Louis Ladd, with Clur PR, Jack Dean F and Tomo Tiptop. And the last team for the night is the Ragu squad with Lord Ragu Nathan JB, Sadistic King, Jay Hartnell and Super Gabu. What do you think about the lineup, Strauss?
Great lineups. We got some winners and second place from last race. So I think, yeah, it's gonna be a close call.
Yeah, and I think the mixture of the tier 2 and tier 1 and academy drivers makes it interesting as well, because maybe we see some ambitious drivers of tiers down at tier 1 which have a good race tonight as well.
Yeah, it's critical to have all your team members on board. As we saw in previous rounds, teams get out because of they missed drivers, so it's great to see a full grid.
Yeah, the full grid makes it really interesting tonight. But I think we have the turn 1 in Bahrain. Maybe we have some carnage there as well. I don't know, but what do you think?
Yeah.
Would you send it in the finale, or would you go a bit cautious and say, okay, it's the first lap on the finale, how would you approach it?
Let's hope for everybody gets easy on turn 1. So we have 16 drivers from there and have everybody to the finish.
Yeah, it would be a nice one. And who would be your bet for a winner tonight? Who would win the race, you think?
Well, I should put my money to the number 2 drivers, because in Brazil in the previous round they had P2 and P3, if I reckon it good. So that's a lot of points for the final, and also with 4 drivers in the points, good chance of winning. What do you think?
Oh, I think the team of Nathan has a pretty good chance as well, because I know that Nathan likes the track really much and the other drivers are just consistent. I think that's something really, really necessary in these one-shot things. You have one try tonight. If you do it, you will win it. If you break it, it's lost. So I think you need a consistency now for more than an hour to stay concentrated, and I think the Ragu squad has the abilities for it.
So we see a one-shot qualifying and a 25% race.
Yeah, it's one shot and 25% race. I think this makes the Cone Cup this interesting, because even the quali, it's make or break. Let's imagine only invalidating your lap on the last corner. You have to start from the back of the grid. Did it happen to
also
you in one of the cup races?
No, luckily not. But I had some turn 1 incidents, and I was one of the teams with 3 drivers, so we got knocked out by points. Unfortunately, would have been awesome to drive in this Cone Cup final, because it's a great lineup, and with everybody getting points. So even P15 with 1 point and P1 with 40 points. It's very interesting to see how this will go tonight.
I think there were pretty sad faces after the last round as well for me and my team, because just me invalidating my quali lap, then I had a jump start in Brazil. I hope for the drivers tonight nobody will experience that, to keep it interesting and tight in the race, so we don't have the biggest gaps in the race. But let's come back to Bahrain, the tire wear. What would be your strategy for the race, a 25% race. Which tires would you pick in the quali lap to have a good?
Yeah, I think because of 25%, I think you will be good on soft to medium, but I'm not sure if that's possible on this distance.
Should be
Maybe soft to
possible, as
hard.
I think, but let's imagine there will be a safety car in the lap 2 or 3. I think many people will pit, and then it's getting a hard thing to get it on the done on the hards to the end of the race. So,
Yeah, it should be. I think it's for the best to start on the softs anyway, because it's such a short distance, 25%.
yeah.
You should be good on softs.
You
Normally
should be.
on the Bahrain track you don't want to use softs, but I think tonight you can use them.
You should be able to use them, but I really hope for somebody to make it interesting for us. Maybe we see 1 or 2 drivers on mediums in the quali.
Yeah, it's difficult because it's just a one shot. So if you don't make it on the mediums, you don't know. The difference is at least 6/10, I think, between every tire. So yeah, that's a pretty big gap for a one shot quali.
Yeah, so no fault allowed in the one-shot quali tonight,
No,
as it is the
definitely.
finale.
So we have a hard choice to make who to follow in the one-shot quali. I think you only can see one driver or not.
Yeah, so now we are not waiting for any drivers to come, but we are waiting for the grid to ready up, and we see some of them get a bit nervous by readying up already. Let's see how it will go when they're nervous as that, like now. They're really looking forward to that.
I'm not sure what we are waiting for. I think everyone should be ready. But we're waiting for the call to make on the admins.
Yeah. And I think tonight what I see only right now is that every team has an only color, because in the last races we had many teams in the color of white. Tonight it's a bit of mixture, which makes it easier for us to see which team we are commentating on in that moment. So
a lot of drivers from the United Kingdom tonight. I think that's also the base from this league. But also we have someone from Germany, the Netherlands. What's that flag from Super Gabu? I don't know.
But he just changed his flag. He's from the United Kingdom as well, but he changed it to the Maltesian flag, as it seems, to have a bit of his fun. I don't know why, but okay. But what do you say about Cole Paradox? Do you know him? Do you have contact with him, as he is a Dutch guy as well?
Yeah, actually, he's my best friend. We are friends now for 11 years. So we usually race together on Wednesdays or Thursdays, and he's a very cool kid. I've got nothing more to say. We go on holidays together, so yeah, I know basically everything from this guy, and I'm not allowed to say too much about it.
Oh, so you hope he will win the race with his team, or not?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, sure.
Nice. So now it seems that we get on the way as they ready up more and more, and I'm really looking forward to it on a Sunday night to have a finale like that with this good drivers on the grid. Will be exceptional tonight. And hello everybody in the chat as well. I see the commentating thing is going to be used. Just use it further. Just write down what you think about our commentating, about the race. If you have questions, just ask them, and we will be there for you as well. Okay, there we go.
So a one-shot qualifying with open setup, so everyone can choose their preferred setup. And I'm looking forward to see if someone tries to use the mediums in the quali.
Yeah, what would be your wing setup? Do you know it by heart, or?
I think it's 2.5 or something, 3.6. I'm not sure. A low downforce because of the long straights, but I'm not sure. 2.7 maybe, because you have this difficult sector 2 with all these turns.
Yeah, I think it will be a good setup to go 2 or 3-7, even because you have low fuel on your car at the race start. So let's see what we will get from the quali lap.
Everyone is loading their setups, and then we go for this one-shot quali.
But only 3 drivers left to ready up, and then I will sort out the pins as quickly as possible now. Telemetry on, data on, and then let's see what happens here.
Into turn 1.
We are with Club PR into turn 1 at the moment, the fastest out of turn 1 as well. Going on a second straight, opening DRS looks good for him at the moment.
Harvey Lees has the best exit, I think.
Oh yeah, as it seems. But it's really tight. You see how it's changing throughout the whole lap. The names are going up and down. It's really tight. But everybody is on the
27.6 in sector 1.
Wow, what a time. Really good. For one shot, he gives it everything he has.
We go to turn 1. Nathan is in the lead at the moment, going on to the straights.
As I am with Indian Jesus following through the third of the DRS straights. Let's see how he approaches the corner. Goes into fourth, takes it a bit wide, touches the curb. Let's see for the second sector he gets. And he's in P3 at the moment with an overall time of 1 minute and 4 after sector 2.
Nathan with also 27.6 and 36.8 in sector 2 going for his pole.
But let's see, can he make it to the line? Is it enough for Nathan JB to get the pole position for the Cone Cup finale? And as it seems, he takes P1, only 1/10 up on Louisland. Wow, what a lap.
We see 15 drivers coming through, only Harvey Lees got disqualified from invalid lap and he was fast as well, so he has to make up several positions to get solid points.
Yeah, but as we know how Luis, he's a good driver. He had some qualies which didn't go by plan, and he still is able to finish on minimum a podium, as I know.
Let's go quickly through the grid. It's Nathan GB on pole position, then Louis Led, Indian Jesus, Origin Gamma, Big Balls, Jay Williams, Klurper, Captain Nick, Sadistic King, Jay Hartnell rounds off the top 10, and then we have Super Gabu, Cole Paradox, Harvey, Jack DNF, Tomo Tip Top, and Harvey Lees rounds off our grid. And I think we have some close battles on the track everywhere.
Yeah, and I'm surprised that only one guy invalidated his lap in a one-shot quali, so they are all really concentrated on their laps, even if the gap is a bit high to the last people. But there's the thing you can see, it's tier 1 drivers, tier 2 drivers and academy drivers together, so the gap you see is just a mixture of drivers we have in the Cone Cup.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's something good from this Cone Cup, and we will see close battles everywhere on the track between the academy, the tier 2 and the tier 1 drivers, I think.
Yeah. As before the start, Chris Panda is suspecting in the chat that you should run 11-1 wings. I wish you good luck with that if you do it in the league race, but I see that you're joking, mate. But Duwill is giving his suspicion as well. He's saying a 3-7 is the way to go. So I think you were not far off his tip. So we are on the line, getting ready for formation lap as Nathan is starting his formation lap already.
Let's see what tires they use from the P11.
Nearly everybody is on softs. Only your friend Cole Paradox choose mediums. Wow, what a surprise.
Hopefully that will bring him some points.
Yeah, but I think he's in a really good position. If he gets a good start, is part of a DRS train in a good position, then he can extend his stint. I think he's in a really good position if he gets the start done.
What's the expected strategy? I want to know.
When I know it should be soft to mediums, but I think the chat can help us there as well. What would be your Strategy for the 25% Bahrain race. Just write it into the chat. We would like to know your opinions about it. I would say soft till lap 5 and then for the rest on the mediums, but you never know what happens.
Did you practice your 5 lights and away we go?
Oh, let's see. You can get surprised. I hope it will be good. So
it's 14 laps of Bahrain.
14 laps, yeah. As we look at all the liveries we have in the finale of the Con Cup, I think the teams were really creative there. Some nice cars on the grid. Even the yellow ones look a bit like the Jordans out of the mid 2000s, I think. So Draper is saying it's always a soft medium in a 25% race.
Yeah.
Let's see if he will be right with that. As we see Nathan going up to the grid, trying to slow down to back off the complete grid that he has not stayed too long on his starting position. Now we see the stretch, which is possible here. A soft medium, yeah. I forgot to change it on English.
I'm also a bit surprised that Harvey Lees didn't choose mediums to also have that advantage on the last laps.
Just to try something else would have been good. Now the starting grid on Bahrain is standing still as I'm searching for a driver with a good camera angle, but Bahrain is not having the best ones, I have to say. So here we go, 1, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and away we go with Nathan having not the best start at all. Louis Lett is already coming to catch him into turn 1. He's going out to the inside line. Oh, he ducks back in. As we look further back to the grid, there are some fights. 4 cars wide into turn 2. Wow, there's a bit of touching. Did anybody lose some wing here? Let's see, with Nathan only in 8th place anymore. Indian Jesus took over the lead. Louis Lett still in P2 with Big Balls, a tier 2 driver in P3.
Bad start for Nathan, but he still got his wing, so that's good. And there's someone off. Someone is off.
Someone is off. It's Captain Nick. He's off track, but he didn't get any damage by it. Maybe he can come back to the field. As your friend Cold Paradox is in P15 only on his medium, so not the start he wanted for the race. But he's still on the way and at the tail of Tomo Tip-Top. As we see Jay Hartnell and MUC Harvey in the same team striking. Oh, a bit of fighting here.
What a race start from Harvey Lees from P16 to P9. That's a great job.
Yeah, that's a great job. You are right there. I didn't even notice that after the crazy start we have with all the fighting, a bit of touching everywhere. And Harvey already in P9, P8.
We got 1 lap down and Indian Jesus is in the lead and he's from the number 2 drivers. And we have Louis Lett in P2 from Come On My Half. And we've got Origin Gamma on P3. He is also from the number 2 drivers.
And Origin Gamma is going around the outside of Big Balls and is taking over P3 for the moment. Let's see if Big Balls can strike back. He is looking on the inside, but he stuck back in P4. Now, when we have some fights, Jack Dean F as well is fighting with Sadistic. Oh, now standings are glitching again. I love the game for it. Now we have to wait till it sorts back out, but we can follow AOR Indian Jesus till it sorts back out in P1 as he's not able to get out of the 1 second mark, which could be getting a bit of dangerous here against Louis Lett.
We also have the Spinny Max Spin Phase with 3 cars in the top 10, so that's a lot of points for them. So I think at the moment we have the number 2 drivers and Spinny Max Spin Phase close together for the win. Good points.
But now we have to see if every driver is able to stay concentrated for the whole race, as AOI Jesus is putting in another faster step, but has used all of his ERS already, only down to 18% at the moment. Let's see what Mulet has left.
Klurper is fighting for P5 with big balls. Almost got touched for him.
But Klur PR as well is really struggling with his ERS deploy, only on 10% anymore. It seems like every driver is giving it more than everything to catch some positions before we get into the DRS trains, where nobody will be able to do a good overtake anymore.
We got Williams and Nathan are saving their ERS for later on in the race.
As Nathan now is in the gearbox of Klur PR. Let's see if he's able to get the move done on this DRS straight. Oh, is he looking down the inside? Yes, he is, and he's gaining, and he's going down the inside and has made up the position. Already in 5th again, made up 3 positions already after he had a bad start. Let's look now what Harley's is doing. He's losing a bit of touch to Klur PR. He's only in the 1 second range, but really tight to lose it. Let's see if he will have the DRS on Klur PR for the next lap. Not going bad plan for Harley. He's not having the DRS on Klur PR.
Also Indian Jesus in the lead still after 4 laps with a 1.4 gap to Louis Led. Then we have Origin Gamma on a 1.9 gap to Louis Led. And behind Origin Gamma we have a long DRS train until Jay Williams.
Yeah, and now there's a free car battle for P4 and P3 with Origin Gamma, Big Balls Bells and Nathan. Nathan is looking down the inside of the next spin face car, but he's not able to make it stick. But now he's looking down the inside again and he's going for it. There's a touch. Oh, Nathan, what did you do there? You pushed him wide and made up a position by it. Okay.
Still fighting with each other. It's very, very close. And I think Harkin Lee's Big Balls and Williams have the same livery, so they're teammates and they're very close together as well.
Yes, they are. As Harvey is already in 6th after Big Balls conceded position to his teammate. Maybe it's a strategy thing. That they think Harvey uses having more pace maybe in it. And Origin Gamma is apparently not able to get it back to the cars behind. The DRS train is forming up behind him at the moment. And now Nathan is right behind Origin Gamma. Will he go for the move or will he save some ERS for a later moment?
We got the first pit stops from Big Balls and Jay Williams.
Let's see, because in the multiplayer cars you never know if they have the same pit box they have.
Teams.
They are in one team, they have the
important.
same pit box. Wow. How would you feel in such a moment when you're the second driver which has to wait?
I will tell you, I had this in Brazil behind, I don't know who it was, and I had to wait, I think, 8 or 9 seconds extra, so it cost you a lot of time, so that's very unfortunate for the Williams.
It's really unfortunate as he lost maybe more than 10 seconds out of that, because we know the game is not able to do the double stack as we want to see it. But we see now, Louis is back in the 1 second mark to AOI Indian Jesus having the DRS.
Meanwhile, we have a very hard fight for P9 for, I think, 5 drivers. From Captain Nick to Super Gabo, they are in what, 1 second.
Yes, and Sihabi is in 9th position now. Can he keep position or is Captain Nick coming back?
And there was someone off, and that was unfortunately Cole Paradox. He lost his wing on the fast right hand there.
As his strategy is gone now, I think he has to go on the hards now, as I think.
I think the soft would be able to go to the end on this 25% race, but I'm not sure he will go for that.
As Captain Nick even gets a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. as we have the most of the drivers pitting in this lap with AOR, NG, Sluilet, Nathan, JB, Claire PR, Jay Hartnell, Captain Nick, and Cole Paradox again with his wing damage.
And we see everybody going to mediums, and yeah, unfortunately Cole Paradox goes for hard, so that's basically the end of his race, I'm afraid.
As we see in P1 at the moment, Origin Gamma, who tries to keep Harvey Lees behind him. Harvey already in second position after many cars have pitted, and he's really going for deploying much of his ERS, but Gamma is fighting for it good and is able to keep in first position. Do you think they will pit again as well this lap?
I think the last 6 drivers will pit now, yeah.
Captain Nick with the next penalty now, 3 seconds for multiple warnings. I have to read it out to you guys because I forgot to change the settings of my PlayStation to English, which I am really sorry about. Both cars are racing into the pits. Harvey Lees comes into the pits as the first driver. Origin Gamma is following him.
He overtook him.
Yeah, he overtook him.
Overtaking Origin Gamma.
As Jake Dean F is taking over the lead. But he's yet to pit. I think he's going for the extension of this stint.
He's the last one to pit next lap.
Let's see where Harvey Lees gets out after his P15 start. Wow, P5 already for Harvey Lees. What a
that should be P4 with Jack DNF have to pit yet. So that's very good on him.
Really good job from Harvey Lees in the first stint. AJ Wuhan is commenting with stop the count, Jack DNF in the lead. Stop the count. Okay, we'll try, but I don't think the red flag is in sight for Jack DNF, as likely as it would be for some people. Let's watch him. He's in lap maybe for the pits.
If they finish like this, then I think Come On My Heart would win easily with Jack DNF, Klurper and Louis Let high on the standings. But yeah, Jack DNF has to pit.
He has to pit, but is he able to stay in the top 10 after his pit stop, or are his tires already too warm to have the pace? Let's see his lap time if he's going for another lap. But he's way too slow and going into the pits now. Let's see where he comes out then. Now AOR Indian Jesus taking over the lead again, and he's pulled out a good gap to Louis Let after the pit stop with a 2.3 second gap through him.
And I think he was the first one to pit, so that undercut managed very well.
As we have somebody fighting for position. Origin Gamma is going for it or not?
Yeah, he made the move. He made the
move on Club PR back in 5th position. His pit strat didn't really went good after he lost out 2 positions now against Nathan and Harvey. He was in P3.
It will be very interesting to see who will win this league with this final tonight, because AOR Indian Jesus and Origin Gamma are together in the team, but their teammates are in 13th and 16th. So I'm not sure if that will be enough to win this cup.
As we see that everything is getting solved at the moment, everybody within 1 or 2 seconds to the driver in front, with the exception of Jack Dean Who's in the gearbox of the King. Let's see if he will go for the move. Yes, he tries it. He's going to the inside. Will he make it stick? Oh, he's really going fit, but Sadistic King keeps the outside line. Who will come out up front out of this battle? Oh, Sadistic King keeps it. There's a bit of wheel banging. Jacqueline F is out of track. Wow, what a battle we see here.
Now he has the exit.
Yeah, he's made the exit stick. But he's completely out of ERS now, Jacqueline F. Let's look for Sadistic King. He's not even much better, but he is trying to get the position back again on the main straight. Let's see what he does. He's diving down the inside, and he's made it. Let's see for the second DRS straight if Jacqueline F is able to strike back. as this is the tightest battle on the track at the moment, with another overtake from Jack DNF on Sadistic King. What a move he did there. Nice racing from those two.
Harvey Lees on his way to Nathan with 8 tenths between them. Can he get his podium from P16? That would be very nice for him.
Now I think at those two it's only about if Nathan is getting nervous or not, because Nathan knows he has the pace, but he has to keep it together. He has to keep together his car to stay in front of Harvey Lees, who's having mad pace around Bahrain tonight. But let's see, both on an equal ERS percentage. I don't think Harv is going for it at the moment. He's sticking in behind and waiting for a good moment. Maybe when Nathan does a little bit of a mistake out of a turn. But now he's right in the gearbox of Nathan JP.
3 seconds behind them are Origin Gamma and Klerbert still battling for that P5. We saw Origin Gamma overtaking Klerbert, but he's still very close to him.
Yeah, he manages to keep into a tiny gap even with the dirty air, which is really annoying around here in Bahrain. Or how do you think about the dirty air?
Yeah, I agree with you. That's very painful to lose your car when that happens.
As we go back into the cockpit of Harvey Lees, who is still trying to get past Nathan, but he's going for it really patiently. No stupid moves, nothing you could really say which is not good. He's going for a good strategy. He has 4 laps left and a big amount of ERS in his hands.
Trying to do some math on this, the standings with all those points, but it's very close, I think. We see some very different points for every team.
And I'm really thankful to have you to do the maths, because the maths are not the thing I'm into. That's really nice from your side. Thank you very much.
As I said, I was trying.
Oh, as Nathan is losing his rear, and now Harvey is going for the overtake. Can he make it stick? Yes, he is on the inside line. They go into turn 3 and he made it into P3. Nathan with a big mistake out of turn 2 there. Losing his rear, keeping it on track, but losing P3 to Harvey Lees.
What a race from Harvey Lees. Can he go to Louis Led as well? It's only 1.9 seconds to P2.
I think for Harvey tonight everything is possible. He's having the pace, he's having the run on it, he's doing no mistakes. It seems like Harvey is getting to go for a big finish here.
Yeah, already 7 tenths away from Nathan, so that would be at 1 second at the end of the lap.
And Nathan is still able to keep Harvey Lees in his DRS window, which is essential for him if he wants to try to get back into P3.
Yeah, they both have low ERS, so that will make it some more difficult. So Nathan has to try to load up his ERS and make a move on his last laps.
As Harvey Lees already gained 3 temps on Louis in 1.5 sector, it will really get close if he will get behind Louis.
And Louis was 2.3 seconds behind Indian Jesus, so he's closing in as well.
So maybe we will get a 3 car or even a 4 car fight for the win at this race when Nathan is able to push Harvey to Louis. As we go back to PR's car, who's only 5 tenths away from Origin Gamma, still fighting over P5, these two guys.
still got 16 drivers in this race, and from P9 to P16 it's everywhere 2-3 seconds. Only Super Gabo with 7-second gap to Nick, but he has some penalties, so that's still for position.
Yeah, that's still for position, which could decide the Cone Cup. That's the special thing about the Cone Cup. It's not only about the drivers who are able to win the race. Every position gets some points in this race, and then even the drivers down the grid have to finish as top as they can to get as much points as possible for the team. I think the format of this year's Cone Cup is really well thought and makes it really interesting for everybody.
Totally agree with you. It's a good idea from the admins. They run a great league on the Cone on Thursday and the Academy on Monday. And with this addition of this Cone Cup, it's very good. Very good. So let's see. Harvey Lees made up 13 positions as well. Indian Jesus made up 2. Jack DNF made up 6 positions. So a very good race from him as well.
And the biggest loser in this race is Jar Williams with 5 positions lost, Captain Nick 4 positions lost. So for Spinny Max Spinface, it's not going as planned. Even when Harvey Lees is making up 13 positions, the other guys from the team are not performing as they would want to be.
They all lost positions because Big Balls also lost 2 positions.
Yeah.
So it's clear to see who's the leader of this team. It's Harvey Lees. As we go into the final lap.
We go back on the detail. We put it off to have as much of the screen as possible. Only the time gaps we need right now for the last lap of the Bahrain GP for the Cone Cup. And
Nathan is trying to cut back Harvey Lees. Can he make the move on the second DRS straight?
Oh, and he's gaining around the outside. Who can make it stick on this corner? It's a really hard corner for traction wise. And Nathan is using everything he's got in hand.
Oh, and there goes Harvey Lees.
And Harv spun. Did they touch?
They touched, yeah. No one wanted to back off, and they both stayed there.
And
Harvey
even
Lees
Origin Gamma and Club PR are gaining. Big Balls is gaining on Harvey Lees as well. Is Jack DNF able to overtake him as well? Yeah. Yes, he was.
So
the District King as well. Wow. What
Will
a
we see
sad
a penalty?
story for
I
Harv.
am not sure. I am not sure. Because no one wants to back off. They both didn't leave any space, so I'm not sure what the stewards will say about this.
I'm not sure as well, because Harvey was having such a great race. He made up 13 positions and now lost again 6 of it. But now we go over the line as it seems. Indian Jesus will win the finale of the Cone Cup with his car. Let's see if his team gains enough points to win the Cone Cup at all. Louilet in P2, Nathan in P3, Origin Gamma is coming down the line in P4. Now we see Big Balls in P6, Jacqueline at will be 7, Harvey Lees, let's see where he comes in, and he comes in P9. What a sad story for him.
Would you have backed out if you had such a great race, or would you have done everything to get that P3?
I think I would have kept the line as well. I would have given it everything. You know, it's the finale of the Cone Cup, it's the last lap. You give everything you have, you don't know where your teammates are. You have to give it everything.
And there we are, we finished this race, and let's just have a quick look on the provisional standings. It will be difficult and can change a lot. Still, driver of the day, Harvey Lees. Let's see it.
As we are still in the black loading screen, which I don't really like because I had some glitches in the last time, but now we see the podium with AOR Indian Jesus in P1.
Yeah, take us with us to the final standings, and I will try to do a quick math on the winners.
So final standings in P1, we have the only German driver on the grid, which I am really proud of. AOR Indian Jesus winning the race out of P3. Second, Louilet. Third, Nathan JB in 4th position. There's Origin Gamma. 5th Clear PR, 6th Big Balls Bells, then Jacqueline F. Sadistic King, and as we mentioned already, Harvey Lees in P9, Jay Hartnell in P10, Jar Williams in 11th, Captain Nick 12th, 13th Super Gabu, 14th Tomo Tip Top. He only gained one position from the start. MUFC Harvey in 15th, sorry guys, and Cole Paradox, your mate, apparently in last position with 16th.
With his wing damage, he not the great race he wanted, I think.
Yeah.
And with the quick math I've just done, I think, but I'm not sure, that number 2 drivers with 67 points will take the cup. And in second will be the team with Come On My Heart. But it's just a quick math, and we have to wait on the incidents with Nathan and Harvey Lees on the end, and maybe some other incidents we missed. So I think number 2 drivers, pending incidents. Thank you, AJ. Pending incidents.
Yeah, pending incidents, but I don't think it will change much if there will be a penalty, but we never know, as you said. We have to wait till the final standing is there, but I think we had a great race with some mad action on track. How do you feel after the race?
Well, I feel good. I saw a great race and some great battles as well. But I'm really curious to see how the drivers feel. But I think we have to see that in the Discord chat, fortunately.
Unfortunately, yes, but we could try maybe to get somebody into the chat to have a big look how they feel. Let's try it with, I don't know if he can hear me maybe, but let's try it just with the man in P1 with AOR Indian Jesus, if he knows something more than us, but apparently he's not online anymore. I'm sorry about that.
Well, let's round off this live stream then. I want to thank you for doing this commentating with me.
Yeah, I thank you as well. It was much fun. I'm really thankful to have you on my side while commentating. It was a big pleasure for me. I hope everybody looking the stream had fun as well, watching it with us. Have a good night, everybody, and see you later.